What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to This versus That. The laptop market just got turned upside down. Apple has done something nobody expected. They released a MacBook for just $599. Yes, you heard that right. A brand new MacBook for under $600. But is the MacBook Neo actually the best budget laptop you can buy right now? Or are there Windows alternatives that give you more for your money? Today we are breaking down the top 3 laptops at the $600 price point. The Apple MacBook Neo 13-inch, the Dell Inspiron 14 Plus Copilot Plus, and the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3X. Pros, cons, and honest takes. Let us get into it. Number 1. Apple MacBook Neo 13-inch, $599. Apple has never sold a laptop this cheap, ever. And for that reason alone, it is one of the most talked about products of 2026. Pros first. The design. The MacBook Neo is built from recycled aluminum, the same premium material used in the MacBook Air. At just 2.7 pounds, it is light, it is sturdy, and it comes in 4 gorgeous colors: silver, blush, citrus, and indigo. At this price, no Windows laptop comes close to this build quality. Period. Second, the performance. Under the hood is the Apple A18 Pro chip, the same chip found in the latest iPhones, with a 6-core CPU and 5-core GPU. Do not let the iPhone chip fool you. In single-core performance benchmarks, the A18 Pro absolutely smokes the Intel and Snapdragon chips found in competing Windows laptops at this price. For everyday tasks like browsing, video calls, word processing, and light photo editing, the MacBook Neo is fast, smooth, and completely silent thanks to its fanless design. Third, the battery life. Apple rates the MacBook Neo at up to 16 hours of video streaming and 11 hours of web browsing. In real-world testing, reviewers are consistently hitting 8 to 13 hours of real use, which is exceptional for a $600 laptop. Fourth, the display. The 13-inch Liquid Retina screen runs at 2408 x 1506 resolution with 500 nits of brightness and support for 1 billion colors. It is sharp, vivid, and a genuine pleasure to look at. And fifth, repairability. Apple's own iFixit report confirmed the MacBook Neo is Apple's most repairable laptop in 14 years. That is a huge win for longevity and sustainability. Cons. However, it is not perfect. The MacBook Neo does not have a backlit keyboard. In 2026, that is a surprising omission for any laptop, let alone one from Apple. The white keycaps help in low light, but it is still a noticeable cut. Storage is tight on the base model. 256 gigabytes of storage in 2026 is pushing it, especially if you store large files locally. You will want to budget for iCloud storage on top of the purchase price. RAM is limited to 8 gigabytes and cannot be upgraded. For most everyday users, macOS manages this well, but power users or heavy multitaskers may feel the ceiling. The 2 USB-C ports have different speeds, one USB 3 and one USB 2, which feels like a strange cut. There is no Thunderbolt support, and external display output is limited to a single 4K monitor at 60 Hz. And of course, if you need Windows-only software for school or work, macOS simply will not cut it. Number 2. Dell Inspiron 14 Plus Copilot Plus $599. If you are a Windows user, this is the most direct competition to the MacBook Neo at the exact same price. Pros. The specs sheet is impressive. For $599, you get 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, double the memory and double the storage of the base MacBook Neo. If raw specs matter to you, that is a huge advantage. The processor is a Snapdragon X Plus with 8 cores and built-in AI features via Windows Copilot Plus, making it one of the more capable AI-powered laptops at this price point. Multi-core performance is competitive, and the chip handles heavier multitasking workloads better than the single-core focused A18 Pro. The Dell also comes with a backlit keyboard, something the MacBook Neo conspicuously lacks. The display is a solid 14-inch panel and port selection is more generous, giving you a wider mix of connectivity options. Cons. Despite solid specs, the Dell cannot match the MacBook Neo on build quality. The chassis uses a combination of aluminum and plastic, which feels noticeably less premium in hand. Battery life is where things fall apart most significantly. The Dell Inspiron 14 Plus delivers roughly 8 to 9 hours in real-world use. Solid, but well behind the MacBook Neo's endurance. Qualcomm's Snapdragon platform on Windows still has app compatibility gaps in 2026. Some legacy software simply does not run natively, which can be frustrating for users coming from traditional Intel-based machines. And finally, Windows 11 comes with bloatware and a steeper learning curve if you are switching from Mac OS or even from an older Windows setup. Number 3. Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3X, $599. Rounding out our top 3 at the same $600 price point is the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3X. And this one punches above its weight in some very specific ways. Pros. The standout feature of the IdeaPad Slim 3X is its screen. You get a 15.3-inch display, significantly larger than either the MacBook Neo or the Dell, making it the best pick for anyone who wants more screen real estate for streaming, studying, or working on spreadsheet. The keyboard is widely praised across reviewer outlets as one of the best at this price. Lenovo has always had a reputation for excellent keyboards, and the IdeaPad Slim 3X continues that tradition. Typing on it feels genuinely premium. Battery life is also exceptional. Lenovo rates it at 16 hours, and real-world testing consistently shows 12 to 16 hours of use, putting it right alongside the MacBook Neo at the top of this category. The Snapdragon X chip inside brings Wi-Fi 7 support and strong everyday performance. And like the Dell, you get 16 gigabytes of RAM and solid storage options for the price. The display, while large, is underwhelming in quality. The resolution and brightness fall short of both the MacBook Neo's Liquid Retina display and the Dell's panel, making it look flat and washed out by comparison. Build quality is the other sticking point. You can feel the cost-cutting in the plastic chassis. It flexes more than it should and does not inspire the same confidence as the MacBook Neo's aluminum body. Like the Dell, the IdeaPad Slim 3X runs into Qualcomm app compatibility issues on Windows, a frustration that is improving, but not yet fully solved. And with a larger body and heavier weight, the IdeaPad Slim 3X sacrifices some of the portability that makes the MacBook Neo and the Dell easier to carry daily. At $600, all 3 laptops make a real case for themselves, but for very different buyers. If you want the best overall experience, the best build quality, the best display, and outstanding battery life, and you can live with Mac OS, the MacBook Neo is the clear winner. Apple has built something genuinely special here. If you need Windows and want the most RAM and storage for your money at the same price, the Dell Inspiron 14 Plus is the one to beat. And if screen size and keyboard quality are your top priorities, the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3X deserves a serious look. Which one would you choose? Drop it in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe to This Versus That, and we will see you in the next one.